Good day, ladies. Welcome to Eat the Sun, Drink the Moon, the Sun Moon Show. And today I have a special guest, Daria. And Daria is a favorite person of myself and Dorothy because, as you can see on our Eat the Sun, Drink the Moon page, we envisioned, when we created this company together, we envisioned everything for women. But what we really wanted to do was bring something to life because we knew that we would end with a retreat. We know that the women get tired, they get frustrated, there's got a lot of things going on. And we didn't want to really slap you in the face with ugly stuff. We wanted to make it beautiful to get the message across. And when we saw this, Daria's work, we were totally wowed. So if you haven't seen our video, go ahead. Daria, welcome to the Sun Moon Show. How are you today?
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me. It's such an honor to be part of this interview. I'm excited about sharing a lot of inspiration with you.
Daria, the question I have for you is, what inspired you to, you're a designer. So tell us a little bit about where you started off with your design and what inspired you to move into animation.
Well, I've been doing design work. Actually, I've been drawing all my life. Since I was a little girl, I've been going to the art school, and I've been always drawing those ladies, those chic ladies, yes. Even back when I was in high school. And that's when I just knew it. That's what I want to do for my life. I just want to draw beautiful ladies and inspire women all around the world. I had no idea how that's going to lead to my career or what I'm going to do in the future, but that led me to enrolling to study illustration. So I kind of went into that area, and then I started freelancing. I started doing illustrations for fashion magazines, for books, for ads, and I've been doing that for quite a while. And then I felt in my heart that I wanted to bring this to life, like those drawings, those ladies, breathe life to them. So I started learning animation. And then I went to Monaco, and in Monaco, I partnered with this creative guy, and together we decided to create a movie, a short movie, and participate in Monaco Film Festival. So we got this idea to create this chic animation where there would be this beautiful lady coming to Paris, and how her fashion career would just go, and she would live a life of her dreams. So I drew this animation. It was my first big project, and we applied to this International Monaco Film Festival, and we won an award for Best Animation. Oh and gosh. That was a big kind of, it really put me on such a big inspired moment that I just knew that I want to continue and do that. And because later on I started this business for women entrepreneurs, where I decided to incorporate my illustration experience working for advertising agencies, for branding companies, for magazines, and bring that to entrepreneurship to create gorgeous branding for women. And then I decided, why not to add animation to that and bring that to life? And that's how it all started.
Wow, that is like a discovery how it started, because what I'm hearing is that you started something, you were passionate about it, and then everything came into place for you organically. Yeah. You didn't really have to hustle and say, please get my animation, I want to do animation. It happened for you and you won an award. Congratulations. Well deserved. I'm sure that was exciting for you to do. In creating stories, I believe that what you do is you create stories with animations for entrepreneurs. What type of entrepreneurs do you serve?
Most of my clients that I work with are women entrepreneurs, and I don't exclude men. I'm always open to all kinds of projects, but because my style is so feminine, it's so whimsical and chic, a lot of women entrepreneurs they just fall in love with these gorgeous ladies that I draw. And My clients, they're all kinds of like cooking, coaching, retreats, all different types. And I don't want to limit that to any specific niches or areas, because there is so much that can be expressed through drawing, through animation. There are no limits. Anything can be drawn. And I am excited to take on new challenges, new businesses that I haven't yet even approached before, but bring that into animation and bring this to life and make it more exciting. It's really,
I saw that you have some handsome men in the animations that you have. You had like dream looking guys. I love that. For me, on your animation as a woman, I love beauty, and you know, Dorothy is a designer, and we love everything beautiful, and we really believe that it's getting a kind of a bad rap that people put in a secondary, but really it's primary because it makes us feel so good, and it gives us the energy to be in a beautiful surrounding, to see something beautiful, and that should be part of our daily bliss. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think?
Absolutely. I am inspired by all things beautiful, by luxury, but I love going to five-star hotels, having a champagne, macaroons, roses. I just love all of this. And I love creating these animations for women entrepreneurs because we can create this world, and a lot of things we cannot show just in a plain video, or just like in a video intro where you're just by yourself talking, or you know, trying to show your business using camera. Certain things it's hard to show because it's in your heart, it's in your mind, that's how you see your business. But sometimes to bring it and show it on video, it's hard. So I find that that's when animation is so amazing, because animation can do that, can bring this magical world to life. Yeah.
And that's why Disney is so popular. And we bring our children to watch all the Disney movies because it feels lifelike, but it's a way of flowing that makes you feel that you can dream, you can have some fantasies, and you can tap into the characters. Like I know when we were doing our animation with you, we had a story. Then you spoke to us, and then we decided what we wanted, and you put it together. So the story actually flowed really well, and also the message that we wanted came across without being judgmental of each character. Because it was an animation, it made us broaden our minds about being beautiful without being judgmental. Does that make sense?
Does make sense, absolutely.
I have a quick question for you. You have the branding, you have the animations, and now you're doing something new, which is very forward-thinking, because we live in a very fast-paced world where people want maybe quick bursts of beauty or quick inspiration. And maybe that for them to step into that world, you've created something that gives the people an entry level into working with you, and for them to get a taste of what you do in a really, I think, a really brilliant way. Can you tell us more about that?
Thank you. Yes, it's a completely new product, this new custom animation service that I just launched, and I'm very excited about it. It's 4-second animation videos. I have currently 2 packages where I create, for example, just one animation for women entrepreneurs. For example, you have a business and you want something to bring excitement to your brand. You want to wow your audience, and you don't really want to have a long animation. And that's when these videos are so perfect, because they can be used as ads, as promotions, as newsletters. In newsletters, you can actually add those videos, and subscribers, when they open their email, they will see this animation playing right away, because it will be a GIF file, and they will be able to connect to the offers, to the promos in a much faster and more exciting way. And these videos are 4 seconds long. They're very short and fast, but they... Are
you able to share one of them with us now on screen? Because we can share on Zoom. If you
we can?
I know we have it on our page. The one we have on our page was perfect for myself and Dorothy, with the girl laying by the beach, looking so happy and peaceful, and then with her sunglasses on and just having an absolutely fabulous time. I think that with a short burst, it makes it very kind of juicy and enticing to what's next, what's more. I need to see more. What is this about? It makes you very curious to know more instead of to see everything.
Yes, absolutely. Let me try to share one with you. Yeah. I'll share this lady. Okay, let me try and see. Share screen.
That'd be wonderful. Anybody out there who wants to know more about, oh wow, I love that. I love that. So I'm just doing my neck thing up. So here she is on the beach, and you got 4 seconds to make that impact.
So 4 seconds.
4 seconds. And when I look at it, I see enough that I want to go back and see again, and the things that I missed. So it is irresistible. It's a 4-second video that says, tell me more, and I like what I see. And I can envisage laying on the beach without a care in the world, being blissful, which I do already in St. Lucia, and you know that we have in the retreat. So that is a perfect example for us. But you will customize this to whatever people want.
Exactly, to any message, to any promotion, anything that you want to get across in this 4-second video. And then I also have a campaign where I create a series of these messages, so that if you have a launch and you want to target specific messages that are related to your product or service, or like a book launch that you're doing, or an event, these messages will be shown throughout all these videos. And then also I'm now creating videos for stories, because it's so popular these days, Instagram stories and Facebook stories. And I find that these places are so powerful, because it gives this extra place to share about your branding, about your promotions, your products, and grab the attention of your potential dream clients. And yeah.
That's fantastic. All right, I want to ask you another thing that I really want to know. Well, we talk about bliss, we talk about beauty, we talk about chic, we talk about all these things which are our feminine empowerment. And I think that a lot of us have gone away and been living our masculine energy for so long that we look at this as a kind of a pipe dream or something we will get to later. I'll introduce beauty later. It's for other people, it's not for me. And I want you to give me a short bliss story, because you know myself and Daria are bliss sisters, and we're in our bliss club very soon. What would you consider to be a bliss story when you're creating something? Because I'm sure there are challenges along the way that you have in trying to get that vision that your client wants, or what you want to see across. And when do you have that moment that you go, oh, this is it. This is perfect. This is just blissful. I've done it, and I've created from my heart what was wanted and more. How does that transition? How do you get to that moment, even though there are ups and downs?
Well, it's always working together with the client, right? So the vision of the client for me is number one. I really want to open my heart and connect to this woman entrepreneur, and to really understand what is it that's inside of her that wants to be expressed in the video. Sometimes women don't know, they don't have a clear vision, they have no idea. They know that they want to make something exciting and beautiful, but they don't know what to do and how to visualize it. So I really love this process of digging deep for diamonds, because I believe that these diamonds are inside every woman, right? And bringing this to life is really exciting. So talking about it, we have a brand call where we discuss the brand vision. What is she envisioning? Like, what if you just would close your eyes, what would you see? What would you want to see for your business? How would your dream animation, your dream video would look like if anything was possible? You know, no limits whatsoever. What would you want? What would you desire to see? And this exercise helps so much. And a lot of women, they kind of open up and they get relaxed, and they start saying, okay, I just see myself in Paris, or I see myself in this, sailboat somewhere in south of France. And I'm like, well, let's start from here. And then we kind of go through a process, and then I take after some time for myself, and I try to connect to this vision and just put on some music, and just get into this flow of creativity. And I believe that, all inspiration flows to us when we are open, when we are excited, when we are ready to receive. So I get into that state, and I just indulge, and I try to feel that business of that woman who wants to create an animation. And I start doing sketches, and I draw, and then I do some watercolors, and I'm just so in the zone of this creativity, and I just so love it. And that's when creative juices start flowing, and I so love it. And when I feel that that's the right thing, something inside my heart just blooms, it just blossoms, and I just know it. You just know it. You connect to it right away.
Wow, that is what bliss is about. We're always talking about bliss, and I think people feel very shy because they're telling you their dreams and their stories, and maybe they have not told anyone before.
Yes.
At that next level, and maybe that dream was from being a little girl or something you growing up as a teenager, but you put it aside because you can't envisage it yourself, but in your animation you make that very real. And I did love that. And in our story for Dorothy and I, we had that story where the women were energy lacking, time starved, they had the kids, everything was going, they were chasing everything, and they just wanted a little bit of time for themselves, free time away. And there was so much that was going on, but you did it so well. And even when we said, oh, can we change this a little bit? Can we change that a little bit? You just got it. You just got what we needed. You didn't try to push us into something that you wanted to see. You worked with us really well. And that's important for entrepreneurs when we work in with, whether it as an artist, as you are, a designer as well, or a life coach, whatever we do, bringing our heart and soul into the creation, the project will always make us happy and the clients happy.
Yes. Yeah. It makes,
yeah.
It is bliss to see a client be like when you created something and then the client is so happy. It makes me feel so fulfilled.
Many times, Dorothy and I, like last year, I would say for sure, 2017 was a difficult year for a lot of us. But there were some good things about 2017, but there was a lot of challenges ahead. So we had to keep going. So the bliss that we search for is internal. It's already in there, and you have to bring it out. And something visually, like the work you do, a child's smile or laughter or something in nature, it doesn't ask you, oh, would you like some bliss? It just comes at you, and you feel it by sharing in that moment and being open to it. That's what I believe. So last year, I would say that we've had a lot of challenges between myself and Dorothy, not us personally with each other, but in family, relationships, illness. I personally got divorced, a lot of things going on. So you look for somewhere that's a haven, if either your office or an environment. So when I look at the video that you do, it really keeps us grounded to our message, because our original message is in that video. And when life gets in the way, for me, if I didn't have that video to keep looking at, I'd say, this is what we're trying to do. This is the message that we have, and it brings us back to who we are and what we're doing. But if you don't have that visual, then you'll think, is it worth it? Should I carry on? Should I push through? Everything doesn't seem to be working out for me. Yeah. But it's not true. Everything is working out for you. Even the bad stuff is saving you from something else.
True. And I find that this video is even like a dream board, there's the power of dream board when you see constantly your dream. And that's the same thing for the business, when you see this animation and it empowers you, it inspires you, and encourages you to go forward no matter what challenges you're facing. It's
What would you say, Daria, would be your next step in your work? What's your next step in your work? The 4-second video, and people can buy a few 4-second videos. They don't have to just buy one.
No. They can buy as many as they want. They can buy a package, a campaign, and we can even things that are not on my website. We can always discuss something custom. You know, if you need not 4 videos but 6 videos, we can discuss that. Yeah, I am excited about this new product. I'm very excited for you too, because I see it. I run a restaurant as well. I see it. I wish I could have some animation for it. We have an Italian restaurant. I would love to do some animation for a restaurant. Or, it doesn't matter. It could even be an auto shop. Yeah. Don't forget, I see all those different things because that's how my mind works. I'm thinking with your animation, it's drawn to women, and women, we are the #1 spenders. We make big decisions in the family, and people listen to us. It's when we doubt ourselves and don't listen to ourselves that we have to ask this question. Let me ask my husband. Let me ask this person. Exactly. Let me ask that person. But really, if we really want something, we make a decision in a second. And I feel that when we don't make a decision, it's because I wouldn't say that we're not worthy, but our level of worthiness to make that decision for something that seems it's not tangible enough, except for that it brings us joy. Yeah. So you have to justify that and validate that. So even for the auto industry, women would be drawn to cars if they had a story. True, exactly. Even in the supermarket, when you go to a supermarket, you would feel like a dreamy person, dressed nicely, a little basket, looking for things. This would be the dream place that you'd like to be. Of course, it would never be perfect, but it would feel nice to mosey through the aisle and be dressed chic and not have to rush and, you know, fly all over the place trying to rush to get something. I love your work, and I commend you for your talent, and Dorothy and you work together so well on this project because she gets it and she has the eye. So it's the things that I didn't see, she saw, and you graciously just worked with us, and I really such a pleasure to work with you. We have your website links. You have quite a few different websites. Tell us what each of those links. You've got a few, so which one should we go to first? Well, for the animations, my main website is misschicandbeautiful.com, and that's where you can see all the packages about my work. You can read about me, you can see more of my work, portfolio, and testimonials of different clients I had. And also, I'm now growing my Instagram account for Miss Chic and Beautiful, because I find there is a lot of so many amazing women entrepreneurs on Instagram, and that's a great platform to connect. So it's Miss Chic and Beautiful and on Instagram. And then I also have another website, DariaDiCielie.com, and that is for my brand of silk scarves, because I also created this brand quite recently, like a year and a half ago, and with the goal to inspire and empower women to follow their dreams, because I believe that we need this empowerment, we need this encouragement, because especially when we go through challenges or those doubts inside of our hearts, we need something that will help us to go forward. And each scarf that I create has messages, you know, like love yourself as you are, believe in your dreams, like things like that. And they're all in my style, illustration style. So that's like an extension of what can we see? Do you have one right there, just by chance, on hand that we can see? A little scarf? I do. It's like dressing, you know, on camera. I love it. I can't wait till mine arrives in the mail, but I love the scarves because it makes me think of, I mean, I'm showing my age here, Sophia Loren, Gina Lollibrigida,
who are those famous women that always, Marilyn Monroe, those beautiful women that always had the silk scarf on, they just kind of tied it around.
Exactly, and sunglasses.
Wear the sunglasses, and they just put it together really well. In St. Lucia, we have something called a tour of St. Lucia, and it's Mini Coopers that are topless. And the name of the tour is See St. Lucia Topless, which means that your hair will blow everywhere, right? But it feels great. Like just these silk scarves, perfectly put, and you can just slide into that Mini Cooper and see the island and look like $1 million.
Exactly.
To put it together.
Powerful accessory.
I love it. So maybe you'll catch that wonderful guy that sees you looking so chic there. But you're looking chic for yourself, first of all. That's what I'm going to say, ladies. You do this for yourself first. And if you happen to get a bonus,
it's always great.
That would be fantastic. So show us some and tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, so I have a new collection that just came out. And this collection was inspired by England and my recent trip to England, and I so love British gardens, roses, and all of this. It's just
I love it.
So gorgeous, so full of life and flowers. So I decided to create this collection. So here is first scarf. Here's a lady on a horse.
Wow.
And she, like behind of her, there is a palace, and she's so carefree. You know, she's full of inspiration. You know, this feeling in the morning when you are there is this freshness. There is so much inspiration, and this is what this scarf is all about. You know, when everything is possible, just believe in your dreams. And this scarf is called Blissful. I don't know if you can see here.
It's perfect. Perfect. Dorothy, this is our scarf. We have some horses in St. Lucia as well.
And I so love these colors because they're so good. They brighten your face, and the quality is luxurious.
And it feels soft, right?
It's very soft, and it's made in Italy on a high quality twill silk, and it's hand rolled, so it's a very luxurious quality. And then there is another scarf of the same collection. It's called Victorious. So there is another lady. You will see in this collection a lot of horses, because I love horses, but also horses represent power. They represent this feeling, you know, when you're just going after your dreams and you're going forward, and you can go pretty fast and you are determined. Horses are determined when they're going somewhere. They are going for it. So that also symbolizes this feeling of being so confident and following your dreams, no matter what challenges you face. Just go for it.
Well,
and this woman,
sorry to interrupt you, but about 2 years ago, when I was going through some changes and some challenges, I dreamt about horses all the time. I dreamt about wild horses, and everywhere I looked, horses would come up, and that was a sense of freedom and being wild and being set free and being strong and going after, like you said, my dreams. And I did this for, I think, a whole year. I dreamt about horses. I saw horses. And I'm not really a horse person. I've ridden little horses when I grew up in England, but I had pictures of them all over the place because they really made me feel very powerful, like I could do this, and they were strong, and I could do this. So I'm glad that you explained that story, because I love that about horses.
Yeah, there's something about this image of a horse that just stirs up inside power and confidence. And that's what I wanted to show in these scarves, and encourage women to just go for it. No matter what self-doubts are inside. We all have doubts, but just move past them and go forward.
I believe you have to go for it, because what are you going to do? Don't go for it? I mean, you're going to sit there and say, I wish I did it, but then you have that burning desire to do something, to take some action, and it will lead you to another action, which will lead you to the results that you want. But standing still once you stop crying and the pity party comes in, doesn't help you, because you can cry and move. You can cry and get on with it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with crying. I think crying is fantastic. I'm surrounded by men, 3 boys, and an ex-husband now, but I have 3 boys. So every time it was a woman, you live in your masculine, because I think sometimes people don't like to see moms or sisters or women cry, because it feels very hurtful and you don't want them to hurt. So you try not to cry in front of people, because it shows a sign of weakness, but it's actually a sign of power that you're letting go and cleansing.
Yes. Yeah. You know, that I really love that when these moments come, and they do come, feel them. Don't reject them. Feel them and let them go.
Yes.
And just choose to arise and shine again. And this scarf, here is a lady. She is ready to embrace. She's ready to follow her dreams, and she's going after it. And there is this sculpture here, you can see.
Yeah.
There is this monument, and it's this lady. She's like an angel, fire angel. She is the victorious angel, you know, like the victory. She symbolizes victory. And
such detail you have there.
Here is the scarf.
So much detail. So you have a story within a story, and it's in the scarf. So when you put that over your shoulders or wrap it around your head, you are in the story, ready to go, ready to flow.
Ready to flow. And
Daria, thank you so much. Have you got some other ones for us to see quickly? It's like shopping online.
And I have the last one to show you from this collection. And this one, it's a brand new scarf that just came from Italy, and it's perfect for Valentine's Day because it represents Prince Charming.
Wow.
And he's bringing these roses, and these roses are for you. So, you know, when you wanted this to feel adored, you want to feel loved, you just want this attention, you know, like as a woman, we all want that. But especially, you know, those days when you need that, you just take this scarf and you wear it, and you know that these roses are for you. You are loved, you are adored, you are amazing. And you see, like, behind him it's Harrods, London Harrods, and roses everywhere. And this scarf is called In Love.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so it really...
I love that. Oh my gosh, you wowed me. So I believe that we have to plan to put this on a man's page so that he can buy it for his beloved. Or encourage them to buy it for your, you know, your mom, your dad, your brother, to buy you one. It doesn't always have to be a partner. It could be someone who values you and wants to bring you roses. I think
exactly. And even for even for single women, right? When you really dream about this romance, you can just wear this scarf and know that he's coming.
And also, I think that people always worry about dreaming about being pie in the sky, but I think when you actually do find someone that's right for you, it probably does feel like that. But when you don't find somebody that's right for you, you feel jaded. So at least the scarf lives.
Yes.
Exactly. Even if the guy doesn't come on the horse, you have your own horse of roses already.
You do, yeah. And you can have it anytime.
Exactly. Just put it on any time and he's right there. And he doesn't have to even answer back. I love that. Daria, it's been amazing talking to you today. And I look forward to working with you again. And I really would look forward to seeing you at our retreat and having the women wear those beautiful scarves and give some scarves away as part of our package. But we'll talk about that anyway. So if you are interested in our animation, it's on our page, Eat the Sun, Drink the Moon. If you click on the corner, you will hear the sound. It has music as well. We forgot to talk about that because you helped us choose different music that goes with the animation, so which brings it alive. And that was beautiful. So you can listen to music and turn it off whenever you want. take a look at that animation, go to Daria's page, go to her website. I'll put all the links below. And then certainly at Eat the Sun, Drink the Moon, we are one of Daria's tribe. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best, and I will definitely, promote you, because I really believe that you have the heart and soul of your business, and you always deliver graciously and beautifully. Thank you very, very much.
So much. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, ladies, bye-bye. See you soon. And any questions, please post them in the chat here, and we're ready to work with you. Thank you, and bye-bye from Eat the Sun, Drink the Moon.